What's up guys, I'm FC7 and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer video. And first of all, it is official. James Milner signed for Liverpool, where he will sign pending a medical because he has a contract until July the 1st with Manchester City, but on July the 1st he will become a Liverpool player if he doesn't fail the medical, so it's pretty much official. I reported this weeks ago that we will sign James Milner, and I'm so happy we started off the season with a really great signing. It's not a marquee signing, it wouldn't excite most fans, but I am certainly excited because with Gerrard going to the LA Galaxy, and of course our midfield has been the biggest problem last season, and of course the strikers, but that's a whole another topic and another video. And we lacked energy and commitment and hard work and consistency in midfield, and I'm very happy that finally FSG decided it would be a good idea to sign an experienced player because last season we signed a lot of young talents before the season began, a lot of great talents with great potential, but we didn't sign experienced player. We haven't replaced Luis Suarez, and hopefully this season in the transfer window we will do that. So let me know guys, what do you think about this transfer? What do you think about James Milner coming to Liverpool? Of course, this is only a good signing if we plug in the other holes in the squad. We need a defensive midfielder, we need two new strikers. Dennings could be one of them, but the other one we are not sure. It might be Jackson Martinez, and also we need a new right back. Nathan Klein is looking likely to be that player if we can secure his services, but we need to sign some big players this summer. So James Milner, he played for Leeds United, Newcastle, Aston Villa and then Manchester City. He won two Premier League titles with Manchester City, and he has been a really important player for City, and I'm actually surprised that they didn't try to get him to sign a new contract earlier, because you know, he has been really an unsung hero for Man City, a fan favorite, and loads of Manchester City fans and other football fans who watch the Premier League regularly are saying that Liverpool are getting a really good, solid, consistent player. Of course, he's a little bit similar to Steven Gerrard. He's nowhere near the Gerrard replacement that we are looking for. He's not the Gerrard replacement where you can't really replace the club legend Steven Gerrard, but he is similar to Gerrard in that he has a great engine. He's really a box-to-box center midfielder, and he's very consistent, very hardworking. He can score goals, he can assist, he can tackle, he's good at free kicks. So he's really a jack of all trades, if you like. And last season actually he was quite prolific. He scored 8 goals in all competitions for Man City and gave somewhere around 8 or 9 assists. I can't really remember, but of course he's not a midfielder who will score 10-15 goals a season. But I think with Liverpool creating so many chances, he might get 5-10 goals in the Premier League, which would be a great addition, because we certainly need to score more goals. And hopefully this signals a change in approach for FSG, and we will finally go for experienced players who can come in and straight away hit the ground running, straight away come into the starting lineup and improve Liverpool. Where will James Milner play, you might ask? I think he will play in centre midfield. That's why he left Manchester City, because he was put out on the wing too many times, and he's not a winger. He doesn't have great pace, he doesn't have the same trickery as Coutinho or Sterling to beat a player, but he's very consistent, he tracks back, so if we are short in wide areas we can play him there. But I think his best position would be in a centre midfield role. I think we should play with Emre Can as the holding midfielder, or Lucas, and we should play with Henderson and James Milner a little bit ahead of Emre Can. But I would like for Liverpool to sign a really big, solid, strong and fast defensive midfielder, so Emre Can doesn't have this huge pressure on him next season, because he's still only 20-21 years old. And loads of Man City fans are saying that James Milner was the fan favorite. He was one of the most consistent performers at Manchester City. Of course, he's no Yaya Toure, he's no David Silva, but I watched regularly the Premier League, and James Milner always caught my eye. He changed the game when he came on at Anfield the season before last season, where City were 2-0 down. James Milner came on and changed the game. City equalized before we won the game in the end 3-2. And yeah, I'm very excited. Of course, it's a free transfer, but James Milner is getting a massive sign-on fee. He turned down 160k weekly wages at Man City to join Liverpool. He is going to get 150k at Liverpool, which will be, so he will be one of the highest earners at Liverpool. So I really hope that he will perform greatly. But he's also getting a massive sign-on fee, so it's not a free transfer. Nowadays there are no free transfers, so he's getting like 5, 6, 7 million pounds depending on which reports are you reading. So yeah, it's a very exciting signing, but we need more players. But this is a good start to the transfer window. But I think what will make or break our season is if we can sign strikers who can score 15, 20 goals a season. We need to replace Luis Suarez. Last season, at the beginning of the transfer window, the owners and Rodgers knew that Suarez was going to Barcelona, and it's been more than 1 year since then, and we still haven't replaced Suarez. Balotelli, Lambert, Borini, not good enough. I hope those three strikers are going. Origi is coming in. We have Sturridge, who is constantly injured. And we might have Danny Ings, but we need one big striker who can score. I mean, not in terms of size. Don't get me started on Benteke. I don't want him. We want a striker similar to Sturridge, who can get past players, who can score goals, who is fast. But those strikers are very rare, and we have to compete with some clubs in the Champions League for those type of strikers. So I'm very nervous that we make or break our season. But James Milner is a really good signing. Let me know what do you think about this in the comments below. And thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. See you later, guys. Have a lovely day. Goodbye.